Hello, 7th graders, and this is your writing assignment for Module 3, 3rd trimester, 2020. I'm super proud of you. I really am. Most of you have finally figured out exactly what needs to be done to write an essay. Now, people, even if you tell me, oh, I'm not going to be a writer, trust me, this information is useful for the rest of your life. Because most of you are going to want to go on to university. And when you're in college, you do need to write a lot. And so this information is going to be extremely important to you, whether you're writing in English or in Spanish. So in this class, in this assignment, we are going to be writing 3 paragraphs. Now, something important you need to remember. Do not write little labels before each paragraph. That's not correct. Also, remember that in English, there's a specific way for writing titles. And remember that the thesis statement is the last sentence of the first paragraph. So today we're going to be writing 3 paragraphs: the introduction, which contains the thesis statement, the body, which is only going to be 1 paragraph, and the 3rd paragraph, which is going to be the conclusion. We are going to start off the 3rd paragraph with the words "in conclusion." It's not necessary, but for these purposes, for the class that we're trying to illustrate, it is. So your 3rd paragraph is going to start with the words "in conclusion." Let me show you. This is what your essay is supposed to look like. So it's going to have your title. It's going to have your first paragraph with the thesis statement underlined or highlighted. That's also correct. It's going to have your second paragraph, which is going to be the body. And your last paragraph, which is going to start with the words "in conclusion." What do you write in your 3rd paragraph? You write a repetition or a rephrasing of the thesis statement. And you need to tell me how many words. So the words are going to include the title, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. And if you look down here at the bottom, it says 93 words. Why 737? That's because I got a whole lot of other stuff going on for the other groups. But this patch that I just highlighted has 93 words. So let me read this to you. This is the title. Everybody loves a good story, blah, blah, blah. My thesis statement in my first paragraph is: stories are the way in which beliefs are passed on from one generation to the next. Then my second paragraph talks about one of my favorite stories called Beyond Strange Lands. Then my 3rd paragraph starts out saying "in conclusion," and I go back, what did I say in my thesis statement? And I rephrase it. For many centuries, people have been relying on stories to pass on beliefs from one generation to the next. So my final paragraph is going to start off with the words "in conclusion," and it's just going to be a rephrasing or a restating of my thesis statement. Not exactly as it was written in the first paragraph, but probably using some synonyms and other words. This is how it's supposed to look. Do not write number 1, number 2. No, it needs to look like this. Your title, pam, 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 word count, and thesis statement underlined or highlighted. So this is the rubric. I changed up the rubric because some of you were thinking that those were questions that needed to be answered. No, they're not. So let's see if in this format it's easier for some of you to understand. 7th grade writing assignment, remember, is not work of writing nor writing work. It's writing assignment. You are going to write a 3-paragraph essay given the steps for the process of planting a tree. So in your first paragraph, you're going to introduce why trees are important. You underline your thesis statement. In the 2nd paragraph, you're going to tell me what it is that needs to be done in this format. Okay, don't go put in bullet points or number 1, number 2. No, in this format, paragraph format. And in the 3rd paragraph, you're going to start with "in conclusion, comma," and you're going to restate whatever it was that you had written in your thesis statement. The title, written correctly, as I've told you, as I've showed you how to write it, is going to be worth 5 points. The introduction, which is the first paragraph, is going to be worth 5 points. The thesis statement underlined, which is also in the first paragraph, is going to be worth 5 points. Remember that your thesis statement is a sentence. So what comes before it cannot be a comma. It has to be a period, because a sentence starts after a period. And then the second paragraph is the body, where it contains your steps, is going to be 5 points if written correctly. The third paragraph, which is the conclusion, is also going to be worth 5 points. And the word count, which as I showed you is going to include the title and the 3 paragraphs, is going to be worth 5 points. The total is going to be 30 points. This is what your assignment needs to look like. This is the topic you're going to be writing about. That's your topic, the steps for the process of planting a tree. Please remember, 7th graders, if you have any questions or any doubts, send me an email to itmustbeenglish@gmail.com. Do not sit at home and make up conspiracy theories and come up with these wild accusations and other weird stuff that some of you are doing. Don't do that. Send me an email, itmustbeenglish@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to answer you. Maybe not immediately, but within a few hours, I will answer your email, okay? Do that before you turn in your assignment, because after the assignment, it's sometimes a little too late for you to be asking questions. So before you hand in your assignment, ask all the questions that you have. If somebody else is helping you to do this work, make sure they watch this video so they understand where I want to see the thesis statement and how I want the 3rd paragraph to begin. I can't wait to read your work. Congratulations again for this. So many of you that are really improving. Those of you who are doing like a great job, and I'm seeing the change. That's what education is about. It's not about getting a 5. It's about learning something new. Thank you so much. Can't wait to read your stuff. See you next time. Remember, you're brilliant. Bye-bye.